course, when we started to bang the drums at the beginning, there was this awful sound. But by the end of the time, actually, it was a coordinated sound. So if you look at what the conference was about, was orchestrating success.
That's a value you can discuss with institutions, with governments and so on, to show what is behind them.
It's about sports as organisations, sports federations as organisations, sports clubs as organisations, and how well they actually manage, develop strategies, how effective they are, how sustainable they are in the long term.
I think athletics needs to look at itself and be really clear about what its purpose is at the centre. It needs to have clarity about what that means at the regional and the national level. It needs to identify very clearly what its capabilities are and what's going to happen around it in its environment.
Where there's influence, there's leadership. And the qualities that make leaders great are very, very similar across different industries and sectors. Even if we go back 2,000, 3,000 years.
I will be talking about leadership and how leaders in sports organizations can align a strategic vision with a dynamic environment, how to get buy-in from their constituents, how to be able to raise more money, how to use all these what I call charismatic leadership tactics to get people committed behind you, behind a vision.
But if you cannot put your athletes into an environment where a parent will say, yes, I would like my son to compete on that track, in that changing room with those showers, or if a sponsor will say, yes, I want my name on that track, what will you build on?
We're in competition with other sports for funding. Recruiting sponsors, and a lot of that is about image, ensuring that we keep the image of the organization right. And I do particularly a lot of work on that to ensure we keep these people happy.
So the main objectives for athletic development is to offer a more attractive image of athletics for the general public, for the sportsmen, for the sponsor, the institutions who are helping us, and the volunteers.
One of the key things when you do that is to try to figure out exactly the different tasks that has to be made by the participants, themselves, and then what is it that the alliance collectively achieves, right?
We're going to have a shift of funding from government-sponsored funding to third-wave funding and sponsorship, and we all have to grasp that. Now, the differences are the degree to which that impacts upon us.
What are the goals that make sense to achieve together for all the federations, and what are the things that can be done to get there?
If we all together have a common objective, we go to a common direction with diverse activities, doesn't matter, it's normal. With a common goal, we will succeed for all these 5 proposed must-win battles. And as John said yesterday, together we are much clever. Thank you very much.
We have to speak with one voice. We have to speak one language. That's why we are all here together to agree principles in order to work together and to be successful in the future.